election. And it's no more news that three military governments in Niger Republic, Mali, and Burkina Faso have pulled out of the Economic Community of West African States. The country's military regimes announced the withdrawal from the regional bloc on Sunday in a joint statement read out on Niger national television. The three Sahel nations issued a statement saying it was a sovereign decision to leave Ecowas. What is the implication of this, for Ecowas, particularly with President Tinubu in the saddle of affairs as chairman of the regional bloc? I'm joined by our foreign affairs correspondent, Moyo Thomas, live from our Abuja studio. Moyo, what's the latest you're hearing from Ecowas as to this withdrawals?
Okay, so immediately this happened yesterday, ECOWAS also issued a communique saying that they have not received any notice of withdrawal from these three countries as stipulated by the treaty, by the revised treaty of ECOWAS, that for a country to pull out of ECOWAS, you're supposed to write officially to the Secretary General to inform of the intention to withdraw, and this process takes about a year before the final withdrawal is accepted by the regional body, but this was not done. So in this matter, there would actually be need for analysts to help us understand the state of this, this issue as it stands. These three countries were already suspended, which means they might not be binded by these, they might not be under the treaty, they might not be binded by the treaty, which also says that they have to inform ECOWAS before the withdrawal. So we need to understand the gravity of this, or what it means at the moment. Could they actually withdraw being suspended, or can ECOWAS, as what ECOWAS is saying right now, is that they cannot withdraw because they did not officially inform ECOWAS. So could that be the situation, that they can't withdraw, or since they were already suspended, they could actually withdraw? We also don't understand the gray areas in this, where the law stands and where it ends in this matter. So we might really need to take a deeper understanding of this before we can come to a conclusion. But beyond that, Nifemi, ECOWAS has not said anything, and I know the president, which is currently the chair of the authority, is not in the country. So it might take a lot of networking, negotiation, and talk behind closed doors before we would see a reaction. But obviously, there will be an extraordinary meeting, which we hope will be called before the end of this new week we just started. So we're waiting for probably ECOWAS calling for an extraordinary meeting and then coming to a resolution on this matter.
Moyo, the three countries have now made, strong allegations that ECOWAS has drifted from the ideals of its founding fathers. According to them, they are even saying that the regional bloc is under foreign influence. And if you take a look at the uprisings we've seen in the sub-region in recent years, it's been loud against what they call the neo-colonial influence of France and some African countries. Is this something you think ECOWAS has responded to, or the regional bloc will be speaking to in the coming days?
Definitely, we would expect to hear them speak to this, as I said, that there should be a call for an extraordinary summit of the authority of heads of state and government. But then, just before we came, just before this live program, I spoke with an analyst, and he made it, I actually asked him this question, and he also said that it is like calling something black so you could just crucify it. These same three countries that are accusing ECOWAS of not being Pan-African or being influenced by other countries are also frolicking with other countries too, because we know no country is an island, no country operates in isolation or can stand on its own. The world right now is, there must be constant engagement, there must be constant communication. Nobody can do anything on their own. While they are angry that we have traditional allies that we have dealings with, they also are having other allies, which it depends on who you're negotiating with. And just like the analyst I spoke with said, Africa has the strength to actually relate or have engagement with this allies from a point of strength, which we need to, which our leaders need to start working on. from the point of strength and not just being beggarly or being under all these traditional allies that we have as friends.
Indeed, while they're asking France out, they're also making new collaborations with countries like China and Russia. They call it the new scramble for Africa. But it's important to also note that despite the suspension by the regional bloc and even the threats for military intervention, none of that, actually changed the decision of the military juntas in these three countries. Foreign Affairs Correspondent Moyo Thomas live for us in our Abuja studio. Thank you for talking to us, Moyo.